Hey, so I'm gonna do a quick tutorial on how to skin raccoons. So this is a Alberta raccoon that was caught, well not caught, it was killed by a friend of mine over by Andrew, Alberta, maybe closer to St. Michael would be a better description, but north of Edmonton or northeast Edmonton here. They were burning brush piles and 3 of them came running out and he managed to shoot 2 of them. So he asked me to skin him up and make his son a hat, so I figured I could do that for him. Luckily he got 2, so there's enough hide here for a hat. So a little bit different than a coyote or a fox. Usually start with the tail and go up either side kind of thing. With raccoons, otter, that sort of thing, there's a few other animals, I'm blanking on them right now, but it's called the money cut basically. So you're going to go from ankle to ankle rather than from the tail to the ankle and tail to the ankle, and that means that this fur here is going to stay on the back side and give you extra length. Your belly side doesn't matter so much because you're going to cut a big inspection window, like on I just got rid of my otters here. Jason Parker was here and bought my otter and my fishers, so I don't have anything to show where an inspection hole is, but I will show that in a separate video, the fleshing and the boarding. But yeah, I'll just go through the skinning here. So like I said, start with the ankle. You're going to go straight across the belly up to the other ankle, and then as far as your tail goes, same idea as the coyote. Go all the way down here, then you're just going to cut right around the vent. So that's that side. Skunk, you do this sort of opening as well, but you have to be really careful about the glands. You don't hit them with the sacs, the scent in them. You don't have to worry about that on a raccoon at all. They don't have glands by the vent. So like everything else, you're trying not to hit that tendon right there because that's what's going to go on your gambrel. And then one other thing I should mention, raccoons do carry their own roundworm. It's called raccoon roundworm. It is transferred airborne, as well as if you touch their vent or get any feces on you, and then obviously touch your face, your nose, your eyes, they can transfer to humans. It is deadly to humans. There is no treatment for it. So do your best to avoid it. My professor in college always had us wet down the vents. I actually took a paper towel and I wet this one down. That way when you're pulling on it and muscling it around, those spores they're not going to be floating around in the air. So just kind of give yourself a level of protection. Always wear gloves, obviously. But so yeah, I just pulled those legs down to the base of the tail. Basically the rest of this is just like a raccoon. I'm going to use my tail puller, and again pulling basically against myself. I'm not pulling against the carcass because I'll rip that tail off, so pulling against myself, and there we go. Now same thing, you're going to pull that both sides of the belly down. And again, you're going to make a big vent because this is going to be leather out in the end. You need an inspection window. So just cut the belly off. I'm hitting the penis bone there, the baculum. So I always laugh on moonshiners. They always say you're not a true moonshiner until somebody gives you the coyote back or the raccoon baculum. So I was saving a bunch of these for a while. This is just a juvenile. They get a lot bigger, but there's actually a market for these, believe it or not. So I save them from a few different species, and again, not much money, but it's better than nothing. So just grab onto your hide. You can roll it up and pull down to give you more pressure. You can see this belly's already started to tear open, so I don't want it to open up any worse. Oh, there's a hole there. Oh, that must be his gunshot. So I'm gonna have to be really careful about that. He shot him with a coyote rifle, so yeah. A little bit of damage there. It's pretty tough too. Usually I can just pull that down by hand just like a raccoon, but so I'm going to do the same thing with the hammer. It's got a rounded head on it, down into the armpits, and then between the front legs. Then you're going to stick it through and pull down. Your other side will do the same thing. Cut around the front legs. And then you're going to use leg holes. Again, same as coyote. You're going to pull down to his ears. Oh, I tore that one. There's one tendon off, so if you get tough ones, you can just loosen it up a little bit with your knife. Apparently this thing needs a sharpen. And there's the one ear right there. So, oh boy, there's not much left of the skull. So cut that bottom lip off and go down the side of the snout once you're past the eyes. Usually you can pull down, but I'm afraid of either ripping the neck off or the head popping off or losing that other tendon and I got nothing to hang it by. There's still some lip. And then once you get down to the nose, basically cut straight across. So that's, fortunately there's a hole there, but that's okay. All he needs is the back for a nice little hat, but there's a not even a year-old Alberta raccoon. And I got one more to skin out here. Maybe I'll put it on a different angle, and we'll just run through that one quick. I'll speed it up and I'll do a second one for you guys. Well, there you have it. There's two nice East Central Alberta raccoons. Again, they're pretty small, and well, you guys seen how bad this one was blown out. So it was pretty much ripped in half. This one has that hole in the belly, but that's not going to affect much because when you're making your hats, whatever, you're cutting them down the belly anyway. So there's no damage to the back. They're going to make really nice nice hats, and they actually have a newborn, so I'm going to try and make 2 hats out of these. Should be enough material here, but yeah. I'll show you guys the fleshing and the boarding on another video here.